Hank Williams Jr., Frank Ocean, Daniel Nardicio, and Zach Wahls. None are strangers to controversy, but wait until you see what one of these men has done to win this week's popularity contest.
Do you want me to read this English?
Yes, please. All those controversial men dominated headlines this week, but only one can be the winner of the popularity contest. Thanks for joining us for this episode. I'm Charles Winters. Those men generated the hottest topics in categories such as news, entertainment, politics, and op-ed. We've also got a special announcement that will change the way you look at this show. But first, our most popular fashion story of the week. Abercrombie & Fitch spent over a decade dominating the market among fashionable teens and young adults with these homoerotic ad campaigns and uniform designs. Now, however, A&F isn't doing so well. They blame the failing economy, but economists say it's because they failed to keep up with the times. Research shows that today's teeny bopper shopper is a little more free-thinking and not as easily wooed by simple sex appeal. Who knows what's next for Abercrombie? I guess only time will tell. He might not be jumping in to help Abercrombie & Fitch, but Nightlife personality Daniel Nardicio might be able to help you pick up one of their former models. Daniel stopped by gaysocialites.com last week with his top 10 tips to picking up a hottie. Nardicio says even an average guy can score a pretty boy simply by following his tips, some of which include listening to them, making them feel smart, keeping them a little self-conscious, and by training them to always pick up the tab. You can read all of Daniel's 10 tips to picking up a hottie by searching Nardicio at gaysocialites.com. Up next, we've got the top 3 most popular stories that ran on gaysocialites.com last week. But first, that announcement we told you about. As we celebrate our 7th anniversary next month at gaysocialites.com, we'll also be introducing our newest product, Gay Socialites Broadcast Network, at gaysocialites.net. With that will come some changes. The Gay Socialites Broadcast Network, or GBN, will air podcasts such as Joshua Mayhew's Midnight Mayhem, Michael Hayde's Weekly Mix, and an audio version of our daily information update. We'll also offer a variety of webisodes that will include our Gay Socialites Presents series, the daily Gay Socialites information updates, and the popularity contest, which will take on a multiple host format. We'll be introducing those hosts over the next few weeks, starting with Joshua Sean, who joins us now to co-host the rest of the program. Here's Sean.
Thanks, Charles. When we come back, Zach Wahls, Frank Ocean, and Hank Williams Jr. Which one did you deem this week's most popular? We'll find out next.
Did the readers get it right? What do you think the most popular story of the week was? Leave a comment below with your feedback. The reviews are in, and here's what the critics are saying about Charles Winters from the Gay Socialites Information Updates. Not gay enough, says Tyra Banks. Antitwink.com proclaims he has lost his mind. One Yelp user's review says he is not entertaining, funny, or cute. His face could stop a horse in its tracks and make it melt into glue, says Michael Musto of the Village Voice. Simply magnificent, says gaysocialites.com. We didn't want all the reviews to be negative.
You're watching the gaysocialites.com popularity contest, hosted by Charles Winters and Joshua Sean from the Gay Socialites World Headquarters in New York. Here's Joshua Sean.
We're down to 3 stories, but only one can be the most popular. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Joshua Sean. It didn't quite make it to the top spot, but Zach Wahls' speech at the Democratic National Convention drew a lot of attention here at gaysocialites.com. Wahls is the son of 2 lesbian mothers, and in his speech he questioned Mitt Romney's family values and thanked Barack Obama for recognizing the true importance of family. Out of all of the speakers at the DNC, including Michelle Obama, Eva Longoria, former President Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama, Zach's is the one that was our most popular political story last week. This next story came very in the top spot as country music singer Hank Williams Jr. was handed the lowest honors given by gaysocialites.com. While performing at a music festival in Texas, Williams made the following statement about President Barack Obama. He said, "We've got a Muslim president who hates cowboys, hates cowgirls, hates fishing, hates farming, and loves gays, and we hate him." For that, Charles handed him an induction into the gaysocialites.com Stupid Bitches Club. Speaking of Charles, here he is with the winner of the popularity contest.
Thanks, Sean. Now we wrap things up on a positive note. Earlier this year when Frank Ocean came out of the closet, he wasn't sure how it was going to affect things. What would record sales do? What would his colleagues think? How would fans react? Well, if the reaction from his VMA performance last week says anything, it says that Frank Ocean is doing just fine. I filed this information update right after. although it was the British boy band One Direction that took home the most Moon Men at Thursday night's MTV Video Music Awards, it was Frank Ocean who stole the show with his performance of Thinking About You. Ocean, of course, became the first openly gay hip-hop artist earlier this year when he came out on his Tumblr blog. One Direction, Pink, and Green Day also performed, as did Rihanna, who took home the coveted Video of the Year award for We Found Love. Other winners included her ex-beau, Chris Brown, X Factor judge Demi Lovato, Katy Perry, Beyonce, and Nicki Minaj. You'll find a full list of winners and Frank Ocean's performance in its entirety at GaySocialites.com. That does it for this week's episode of the Popularity Contest. For all of us here at GaySocialites.com, I'm Charles Winters.
And I'm Joshua Sean. We'll see you next week.